Hey guys, Bigsy here. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to show you guys 10 tips that help me increase my eBay sales, and I'm going to try and help you increase your eBay sales as well. Over the last month or so, at least 3 or 4 times a week, I've had people ask how I get so many eBay sales. And it's not just one thing, it's a combination of lots of things. And I've put together a list of 10 what I consider to be the most important things that I do to increase my sales. Now, there's plenty of videos like this, but I do want to show you guys numbers and figures to back up what I am saying. So I have had 1,097 sales in the last 90 days. That's an average of 12 sales a day, guys. And my current sales conversion rate is 3.6%. Now, sales conversion rate is the amount of views that you have on your store divided by the amount of sales that you get. I was sitting at like 1% for a long time, but over the last few months, I've managed to bump that up to 3.6%. So let's get into it, guys. Number one, and probably what I consider the most important thing on this list. I get this tip about, I'd say about 8 months ago, and it completely changed my eBay store. My sales have not dropped since I started this tip. They went up pretty much instantly, and I implemented it through my entire store, and that is having a white background on your items. Now, I didn't think this was important, but there is an actual genuine reason why this is very important, and the reason is Google Shopping. Now, if you don't know what Google Shopping is, go on a Google search and type in anything. You'll see that there's a shopping folder or tab at the top. Click on that and you'll see lots of different items. Now, eBay spend the most money in the world to Google for advertising to get their items at the top there. So eBay want you as one of their store owners to be at the top of that listing. And one of the requirements for Google, not eBay, but for Google, is to have a white background. For that reason, you aren't having a white background, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. You want to get your listing at the top of that Google Shopping, and I believe having a white background is the best thing you can do for that. Let's move on to number 2 now, guys. Number 2 is promoted listings. Now, you're already paying heaps to eBay. Why would you want to give eBay another 3, 4, 5, 10%? Because if you want your listing to stand out from other listings that are similar, you want to be promoting your listings. I started promoting my listings about 6 months ago, and I've noticed a change since then. As a general rule, I promote at 2%. However, in more popular categories, phone cases, for example, my listings are at 10%. If I have a listing that I don't particularly sell in that category very often, like clothing, I'll go a little bit higher. Just on promoted listings, if I ever do run auctions, I always promote the auction as well. But if you aren't promoting your listings, guys, I recommend just promote all your listings by 1, 2, 3% and see if you notice a change. If you get an extra 10, 15 sales in a week, it's probably worth giving eBay that extra 1, 2%. Definitely something to think about, and try it in your store, let me know. Let's go into number 3. This is very simple, it's basic, everyone does it. I thought I was good at it, but I've learned that you can definitely be better at this, and that is photos. Now, in particular, I'm just going to go over a couple of categories, guys, and then I'll touch on something else which links into point number 4. So for, say, media, like video games or CDs or DVDs, I used to take a couple of photos. Now, minimum, I take 3 photos. I always show people what's on the inside, the back cover, the front cover. I like to have my listing pretty much like 75% of the photo is the listing with the white background. Always the right way up. Photos are so important, guys. It can save you questions, which is time later on. Do your photos the right way the first time and you'll save yourself so much time. Books, use 5 photos minimum. Front cover, back cover, I always open it up. I'll show a couple of pages, show the dates and stuff of the book so they can see the edition. If there's any writing in the book, I'll show that. Now the reason I do 5 photos is going to link to point number 4. And point number 4 is called the listing quality report. Now the listing quality report is something that you can download from eBay. It's free. I believe you can do this once a week. It refreshes. And what it is eBay pretty much give you the information to improve your listings, guys. They tell you how many photos to have on each category. They tell you what promotion rate to be running at. Pretty much what you're lacking in your listing compared to the listings that are selling in that category. They will give you advice. I just checked before this video. Currently I'm in the top 100 sellers in Australia for books, DVDs, and video games. So I'm pretty excited about that. In particular, my sales conversion rate's doing really well, which says to me I'm doing the right thing at the moment. On top of the Google, the listing quality report, there is a category to show you your Google shopping rejections. So if an image has gone to Google and Google have rejected it, it'll actually tell you that. So I like to go through every month and retake those photos so my listing can have as many opportunities to sell as possible. Let's move on to point number 5, guys, and that is having your store and having all the different things for your store filled out. I've labeled 2 in particular that I believe really help my store. The first one is store categories. My store in particular, I know a lot of you guys follow my store, and a lot of you guys are only interested in video games. And you don't want to see all the DVDs and all the books and CDs that I'm selling. And I've made it easy. You click on my store, the first thing you see is 4 main categories, and video games the first one. Click on that, or you will see a video games. I've got lots of people that follow me that are DVD collectors, and they're only interested in DVDs. I've got a DVD category. Photos for all the categories. I believe that's very helpful for your buyers, in particular the ones that follow your store. And as you're going to learn, having followers is very important for your eBay store. Another thing that I've done, and I have already done a video on this, so I won't talk about it too much, but that is having a store video. eBay have just introduced this, guys. You can now add a video up to 60 seconds to your eBay store. Ever since I done it, my store conversion rate went up more than 1%. Probably the biggest individual increase in sales that I had doing anything. So if you are doing anything for your store, you've even considered it, like, take my word of advice. It helped me a million times, and I'm sure it'll help you as well. I'll actually link the video I did about an eBay store video below. So feel free to check that one out. Also check out Back for Burnout, Mel's channel. She's done a couple of great videos on having a store. I'll link her channel below as well, guys, so be sure to check that out. Let's move on to point number 6. Now, point number 6 is something I've utilized probably in the last 3 or 4 months. If you follow me on eBay, you will have actually seen this, and that's coupons. Now, I like to be running a coupon pretty much at all times. I take this in consideration when I'm listing. At the moment, I'm running a 7% off coupon. So every item in my store, you can take 7% off. When I am listing items maybe like 3 or 4% higher than what I usually would, knowing that when people see my item, it will say take 7% off now with this coupon. Since I have done coupons, guys, believe like 40% of my sales come from coupons, which is actually crazy. I won't stop doing them. I definitely recommend trying them. You can... Okay, now I'm going to link point 6 and point 7. Let's get on to straight to point 7. You can use coupons with this thing called buyer groups. Now, buyer groups is point 7, and buyer groups is something that eBay let you create. Now, you can create a buyer group with the people that follow your eBay store, or the people that have previously bought from you, or you can combine it with both. I like to run groups with a couple of thousand people at once, and eBay give you the option to send them a coupon instantly. Depending if they've got notifications set on or not, they might get an email, or they might even get a notification to their phone that says Figsy Games has sent you a 7% off coupon. I love when my friends send me screenshots of like emails or notifications they get from my store. And I do notice when I send those out, I will get 3-4 sales within 60 minutes, guys. So, you know, people are then going to your store, browsing. They mightn't be looking to spend money, but people love the chance of getting a discount. I love the chance of getting a discount. So if, you know, I'm getting offered this, or someone else, they might jump at the chance. So I definitely recommend utilizing your buyer groups and utilizing coupons. Then that links into point number 8, and that is markdowns as well. You can do like a markdown sale. I did my first markdown sale the other day for 2 days. It was 15% off. I had like 40 sales in 2 days, guys. So it definitely works. Just be aware that if you are running a markdown sale, you can utilize the coupon as well. So I think I had like 22% off for a couple of days. In saying that, every single item that I sold, bar one, I would have accepted that offer instantly. And the one that I didn't, it was within like $5. So I'm still very happy that I ran that sale. But just going on markdowns, I like to do my own manual markdowns. And how I do that, I got this tip from the New York Picker. At the end of every day, guys, you'll see buy it now listings all ending within 24 hours. Every single one of those listings, I'll go through every day and I'll mark down by 5%. Some days it might be 10, some days it might be 30 listings. But what happens then is every single item in my store once a month gets marked down 5%. So if I've had an item on the store for 6 months, I've done at least 6 manual markdown listings myself. And I mark them down to a certain point where I don't mark them down anymore. So for DVDs, for example, that sweet dollar point is $4.75 for me. That in mind, with the coupons or markdowns, I'll never sell a DVD lower than $4, so I'm always making profit. I give it a strike after it gets to that $4.75 point, and then I give it 3 months to sell. If it hasn't sold, I then will actually remove the item from my store. And this process is to enable that my store does not have dead stock. If an item is on the store long enough, it'll either be A, marked down to the point where it's donated, or B, it'll be sold. So I'm hoping that my items that have been on eBay for a long time will all eventually either sell or get donated. And I've noticed since I've done this, it's been about 6 months, I've cleared so much old stock, guys, and it's been one of the best things I've done to my store. So if you're watching here and you've been selling for a long time, and you've got heaps of items on your store, this is probably the best tip that you can take, because you're still going to be seeing like pretty much the same amount of money that you wanted, maybe less, 5 or 10%, but the sales are just going to be coming in and the money's going to be rolling in. So that markdown tip is one of the best things that I can give you guys. Now let's move on to point number 9. A lot of people don't do this. I never used to do this. But now I do this with every single buy or every single sale I do on eBay, and that's leave positive feedback. It's free. Most people won't leave feedback until you leave them feedback. So I've noticed since I started leaving more feedback, people leave more feedback for me. Having more feedback makes you look like a better seller. It increases the percentages of bad feedback that you can actually acquire. So I think I've almost increased 1,000 feedback in the last year, which is pretty cool. I'm hoping to hit 2,000 feedback by the end of the year, which I'm sure is definitely attainable. I actually leave a positive feedback as soon as someone's paid for my item. Some people might, if they try and scam them down the line, might want to leave bad, but the way I've seen it, I've never actually had a bad interaction. I've done this with thousands of transactions. As soon as they're paid for it, I leave thank you, fast payment on their account. As a buyer, I won't leave feedback until I've received the item, but as soon as I do, I always leave feedback, guys, and I recommend you do as well. Now, point number 10. This is an important one that I actually used to do, and I now look at eBay as a different perspective. Don't reject offers. Now, on every single one of my listings, you're able to send me an offer, guys. I might get lowballed 10 times a day. I never reject that offer. I'll always respond with an offer that I want to sell the item for. Say it's a $100 item, they counted me with $5. I'll send them back a $95 offer. Doesn't happen all the time, but 10% of the time, maybe 5% of the time, they will actually buy it. I don't know why people send lowball offers like that, but there are genuine people out there that, I don't know, maybe they're just fishing to see what they can get. But never reject offers, guys. Always counter offer. Even if it's just a couple of dollars under, always counter offer. In saying that, don't lose a sale over like $2. It's not worth it at the end of the day. Yeah, so that was 10 little tips that I do that help me increase my eBay sales. I hope that it can help you as well. I'm going to ask you guys, you eBay sellers out there, do you do all these 10 tips? If you don't, are you going to implement any of them? Yeah, I hope this video helps you guys out, especially you guys that have been asking me these questions. I wanted to make a video like this for a while. Yeah, so I'm Figsy. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Happy hunting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. I just want to give a special thank you to all the channel members. As you guys know, I am now doing eBay and YouTube full time, so this directly supports me. I want to continue doing this for you guys, and I love it. If you do want to become a member of the channel, it is 99 cents a month, and that gives you access to exclusive member-only videos. Or you can become a member for $9.99 a month, and this gives you an unlimited 20% off eBay voucher to use on my eBay store.